G'day again, my name's Paul Morrison and great to have you with us for these sessions in conjunction with creating communities. They're called Stronger Together. And we've been having some special guests from across the community leaders, professionals, gleaning their experience to help us through this time. Today we're joined with Kirste Oates from 98.5. Great to have you with us, Kirste.
Thanks for having me.
Now tell us a little bit about what you do for work and your mum life.
Well, I am a breakfast announcer, which means I am up very, very early to try and be positive and encouraging to a whole lot of people out in the community. So that's what my main job is. And obviously as a mum, I have teenage daughters. I've got 3 teenage daughters, 14, 16 and 20, almost 21. So my job is varied every day. It's like live to radio is a tough gig, but it's a lot of fun as well. And it's a great opportunity to reach out.
What are some of your concerns as a mum in this time of coronavirus, COVID-19? What are some of the anxieties you have as a family? Look,
to be honest, I was probably just as anxious as anyone when this first came out, because it's just happened so rapidly. And the information is changing all the time. So for me, obviously being a worker in the mornings, my kids relied on public transport to get to school, as my husband obviously works as well. And so that was like one of the concerns was, what do I do with my kids when I am being told to send them to school, but I can't be there for them in the mornings, but they're going on public transport. So there was just practical things like that I found quite consuming.
The logistics and the detail of day-to-day life.
Just how do I manage this and keep them safe? On top of that, obviously having them going to school and interacting with a whole lot of people in the community. We've got family members that are also, quite vulnerable. So, trying to keep my whole family healthy and safe.
Have you had to up the hygiene around home?
We have, that's actually been a positive. That's actually been a real positive. Telling them as soon as they come in the door, wash your hands, 20 seconds, let's all sing happy birthday, all of the fun stuff. And just making them really aware not to touch their faces, not to touch other people, not to, just really basic things. We've had to go back to almost toddlers again. It's been a bit strange.
Have you entered the schooling at home phase? And how's that working out?
That has happened. We actually, because of the public transport, we brought them home, and being teenagers, we felt that they were able to cope with us being not around for a couple of hours. It's been interesting. Funnily enough, some of it has been more encouraging them to just get on with their work and do what they need to do, as well as a bit of anxiety as a mum going, am I going to be able to help them? Yeah. What am I going to give them? What am I going to offer them? So it's been really great having teachers who have been doing a lot of online, and they're working really hard. And so the schools, I must say, have had a really tough job. And I'm one mum that's saying fantastic for them putting so much effort into getting stuff online and being online for the kids when they need to ask for help when we can't, because you do sometimes think, man, I can't teach them year 11 chemistry. What am I going to teach them? Yeah. So I think it's a concern for a lot of parents of how am I going to do this?
Have you had, has it forced you as a family to do new creative things that have actually been a positive?
Funnily enough, yes. We actually decided, I know this sounds really random, but we decided to hire an outdoor spa. And I know this sounds weird. We hired an outdoor spa for 3 months. And we've just got it home, and we actually had a reason for it, because I know a lot of people are thinking, how am I going to get my kids off, watching movies all day and isolating. Being teenagers, they tend to like to isolate themselves a little bit anyway. We do that anyway as a family. So we decided that would be actually a really great opportunity for us to do something together, have them in a confined space for a period of time, having a bit of fun. And we've actually found that by doing that, we're actually having really good conversations as family and talking again. And that's been, as weird as that sounds, that's been a real positive for us at this point.
So the aspect that has actually forced your family to come together a bit more.
Yeah. Totally. And, when you can find, you obviously go through that rough stage of everyone's annoying everybody. But I think we are actually enjoying each other's company again a lot more and talking about things because let's be honest, they're learning to be independent. They're starting to get out, which they should at this age. They've got a lot of social friends that they're not seeing anymore. Even their physical connection with my 14-year-old. She's a girl, she's got a lot of girlfriends and they're all very touchy-feely. You know, that's just how they are. She's missing that. So she's sort of getting that from us a bit more now. So we're cuddling on the couch together and that. It's actually been a real positive for us as a family, for some of those aspects.
Yeah, it's good for teenagers, eh?
Yeah.
Now, you work in breakfast radio, you're in touch with the community. Have you got a feel for how you think the broader community is responding? What are some of the things you're picking up there?
Oh, look, I think we're fortunate in what we do at 98.5 because we consider ourselves a positive radio station, and we want to share the message of hope to the community. And we've found a lot of people have been messaging us just saying, look, thank you for being a bit of a reprieve and adding some joy and just sort of helping us not focus on some of the heaviness of what's been going on. And that they feel connected.
It's consumed the news cycle, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And in a really quite, clickbait kind of way. And people are just a bit scared. For us, we've been just sort of sharing with them, be encouraged, reach out to other people, ask if they're okay. Are you doing okay? We're not going anywhere. We're not cancelled. And I think that has really opened up an opportunity for us to really connect with a lot of vulnerable people.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Which has been great. Yeah.
We're calling these sessions Stronger Together. So if you could just land one tip, be it for families or the community, how do you think we are stronger together?
I think we're stronger together through this if we go back to the basics of just reaching out and just having a talk to people, reaching out, calling people, saying, are you okay? You don't have the excuse anymore of I'm too busy, my life's too crazy. We've all been isolated, we've all been told to slow down, work from home, but I think it really gives us an opportunity to stop and think and say, how can I reach out to somebody else? So I think we go back to basics. How are you? What are you doing? Are you okay? Can I do anything for you? And I think this may actually be a fantastic thing where when we all come out of this, we'll be so grateful that we can be together again. But I'm really hoping that will continue, that we'll be stronger together.
Yeah, brilliant. Kirsty, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us online as well. You can check out more of these conversations, Stronger Together, on your Creating Communities platform. We're going to be having some more conversations soon. Until then, stay safe. Remember to look out for each other and also follow the government's advice around COVID-19, taking care of yourself and others. We are stronger together.